I have been on a hair journey this weekend. Okay, so if you follow me on Instagram and Twitter, you probably have heard me documenting the journey that my hair process has been. The first time it didn't quite turn out the way I had hoped. Now I've got a different color in a few different places. Due to popular demand, I am keeping the little bit of blue that I did manage to achieve, but the rest of it's going to be purple. Anyways, so if you want to see how it turns out, well, find me all the other places. Yeah. So this week on my newsletter on Substack, if you are not subscribed, please do so. That is where I send updates and calls to action directly to your email. That way we don't have to wait on the algorithm to bring me to you. I just I just nosy on right up into your email. So this week I wrote about David Malpass. He is the Trump appointed World Bank president, and he actually announced that he was leaving his position before the end of his term. He announced this a couple weeks ago. So, after being appointed by Trump in 2019, Malpass rarely mentioned climate change, aligned himself and his actions with Trump's climate policies. It wasn't until Biden took office that he finally started to work on climate action policy. He released a 5-year climate action plan, but it received a lot of criticism and didn't include divesting from fossil fuels. So, fast forward a little bit, David Malpass is actually speaking at a climate finance panel in New York on September 19th, 2022. And he was asked several times whether he believes the man made burning of fossil fuels is rapidly and dangerously warming the planet. He dodged the question before saying, "I don't even know. I am not a scientist." So he fumbled that question, and there was actually a decent amount of fallout from that. So much so, he actually released an internal memo at the World Bank assuring people he was not a climate denier and spoke on CNN International, again, asserting that he did not deny climate change. But the thing is we can see his past actions. Quote, under David Malpass, the World Bank lost valuable time in fighting climate change, which put the bank further behind on its mission of ending poverty and ensuring shared prosperity. Malpass not only failed to stop actions that fuel climate chaos and injustice, he pushed for Wall Street friendly policies that go against the public interest. His comments even drew criticism from House Democrats. Over 24 House Democrats sent a letter urging U.S. President Biden to advocate for the removal or forced resignation of World Bank David Malpass. Now, here we are in February 2023. He has announced his resignation and he will be stepping down before the end of the year. This vacancy opens up the opportunity for a World Bank president nominee that prioritizes action on climate change. So when I say bully the rich, I don't mean give them a swirly and take their lunch money, although we are overdue for a redistribution of wealth. I mean, use the pressure that is the court of public opinion. And this is just the beginning. For those who are looking for in-depth and extensive coverage on the developments in East Palestine, Ohio, I highly recommend The Holler. It is a Substack. He goes by the name Hey John Russell on TikTok, and his journalism is immensely impactful. He continues to hold the focus on holding corporate interests responsible for the disaster in Ohio, and same with the politicians. All right, that's all I got for you right now. If you want to see how my hair turns out, well, subscribe. Stick around. I am back real quick with a hair reveal since you all were so patient. I'm sure it'll be easier to see in the sunlight. It is nighttime now, so the lighting's not great, but I am pleased. Thank you for hanging out. That's all for today. See you later.